Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Texas Lottery $30 30X Supreme ticket. This is part of the December 2024 series of tickets that came out in Texas today. Now, this one is a number match game, and there are some multipliers you can find on this ticket in the main play area. 3X, 5X, 10X, and 30X. And then up here, you've got the bonus spots where if you can find 3 matching symbols, you win the corresponding amount of money. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.76, so kind of long odds for a $30 prize. For a $30 ticket. And then it does look like you can win anywhere from $30 up to $3 million. Looking at the prize structure, nothing too crazy is jumping out at me. So we do need to talk about taxes. In Texas, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect how I view the top 2 prizes. So instead of what we see here on the screen, I'm going to view these top 2 prizes as $7,600, and then the top prize as $2.28 million. And with those adjusted prize amounts, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 73 and 74%. And so, I'll just go ahead and say it. This is too low for a $30 ticket. This is like $2 ticket territory right here. And so, yeah, I'm not a fan. It is above the minimum 70% payout that we look for, but it should be way, way higher than this. So not a ticket that I would be interested in at all. The other thing about the 73% payout that we need to note is that it does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are even going to see 73% payout on this game. And so what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes is going to happen here at the $300 prize level. So again, just to be clear, I wouldn't spend my money on this. I don't recommend that you spend your money on it. The overall payout is just way too low. But for those people who are playing it, when they do win on it, they're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $30 and $300. And there is a split there at the $300 prize level. It's about 89.5% to 11.5%. And so 89% of these $30 prizes, $300 prizes will fall here in the bottom of the prize structure where average folks are winning. The other 11% are going to join all the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that only about 1 in every 376 tickets has a top 1% prize on it, which means you are in $11,280 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes, which basically means you have to hit the top prize to come out ahead. And again, I'm not a fan of these prize structures where if you want to play for a top 1% prize, you have to hit the top prize. And that's the only thing that will keep you above water. I don't like it. So I think that's something that I would personally prefer to see change. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 65 and 66%. This is, an okay number for a $30 ticket. We'll see how it compares to other tickets as we go through the video, but the minimum that we look for here would be 60%. So this is well above the minimum. Now here on this page, we're tracking the increases and decreases in Texas $30 tickets, and you can see there's a clear decline in value of the $30 tickets since we started the channel. This 30X Supreme ticket data point is all the way over here on the right, so it does look like it's the worst $30 ticket we've seen come out of Texas. Now, if you are playing $30 tickets in Texas, up here in green, you see the best ticket in every column. So if you're playing for overall value, VIP Club is the best $30 ticket we've reviewed on the channel since the channel started. If you're playing for odds, Millionaire Maker has the best odds. If you are a more conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, VIP Club has the most money at the bottom of the price structure for average folks. And then if you're more of a high roller and like to win a little bit more money, when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, this new 30X Supreme has the most money at the top. And then we are keeping track of top prizes over here as well if you're interested in that. Now here on this page, here we're ranking Texas $30 tickets based on overall payout. And you can see 30X Supreme is indeed the worst $30 ticket we've seen come out of Texas. You know, it kind of fits into what's going on in Texas with scratch tickets right now. They just stink. They all stink. And this is no exception. Here on this page, we're ranking based on the bottom 99% payout. So 30X Supreme, again, the worst ticket for the bottom 99% of players, the people who are losing on the game. So, you know, no surprise, I guess. Now here on this page, we get to compare $30 tickets across the 6 states that we're looking at on the channel right now. And so you can see 30X Supreme is the third worst $30 ticket we've seen come out of the 6 states that we're looking at. So, you know, that says something about the Texas lottery. You can see not competitive with what California's doing, not competitive with Florida, not competitive with Georgia, not competitive with Massachusetts. The only state that it's really competitive with is New York. And New York is also an awful, awful lottery state. But what we really want to do is look up here at the top of the list. The best $30 ticket we've seen, we've had 2. They came out of Georgia, 83% payout. And we have to ask the question, if Georgia can put out $30 tickets at 83% payout and make plenty of money doing it, why in the world is Texas putting out $30 tickets at 73% payout? That's almost 9.5 full percentage points less than what Georgia did with these $1 billion Bonanza and VIP billionaire tickets. And that 9.5%, that's a massive amount of money when you think about how many tickets make up just one scratch game. One scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the game. Multiply that by the $30 price tag, and that's $300 million wrapped up in just one of these games. And 9.5% of 300 million is $28.5 million that the Georgia Lottery put into the hands of its players with these $1 billion Bonanza and VIP billionaire tickets that the Texas Lottery is stealing from its players. I think it's insane how the Texas Lottery treats its own citizens. I mean, who would want to even live in a state where that's the posture of the state towards its people? I certainly wouldn't want to live in a state like that, because it's got to extend past the lottery. If they're treating people this badly with the lottery, think about how they're treating people in other areas. Now here on this page, we are comparing based on that bottom 99% payout. Let's see, 65-13 was a little bit better on this list, 13th place overall. But I got to stress, this is something super manipulative that Texas does with its tickets. It's deceitful. What they do is they stack a lot of value at the bottom of the ticket for the people who are losing, and then the top of the prize structure is just bare. There's like nothing there to win. And, that's just the MO of the Texas Lottery, which stinks. They try to hide the fact that their tickets are so bad. Now here on this page, this is to give a little bit more context as to how low the payout is on this 30X Supreme ticket. The best $2 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia, had 75% payout. That's almost a 1.5 more than what you're getting from a $30 ticket in Texas. That's crazy and embarrassing. Best $5 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia, had 77% payout. That's over 4 full percentage points more than what you're getting from a $30 ticket in Texas. These things are completely backwards. You should never have cheaper tickets with higher payouts than more expensive tickets. And these are just not cheaper. These are like way cheaper tickets than this $30 ticket. It just shouldn't happen, even if it is across state lines. The Texas Lottery should be embarrassed and ashamed at what they're putting out. They should be ashamed of how they're treating their citizens. And again, I can't wait for somebody to come along and hold them to account for stealing money from the people who they need to be taken care of. Now here on this page are the top 36 best overall tickets we've reviewed on the channel. There are no Texas tickets here. Plenty of, $30 tickets on this list, but nothing from Texas. Here on this page are the top 36 friendliest tickets we've reviewed on the channel. At 65% was not really even that close to making this list. But you can see Texas kind of smattered through the list. But again, I gotta stress, it's not because the tickets are great. It's because the Texas Lottery loads the bottom of the prize structure, and at the expense of the top. And so that's about it for the Texas Lottery $30 30X Supreme ticket. Worst $30 ticket we've seen come out of Texas. One of the worst $30 tickets we've seen from any of the states we're looking at on the channel. So it's an embarrassment for the Texas Lottery. I wouldn't play it. I don't recommend you play it. As a matter of fact, my recommendation is you just pull out of the Texas Lottery altogether, because it is such a scam. But anyways, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.